Welcome back to That Dorky Review Show. I'm your host, Nonsense, aka Dork Genius, aka Chris Nonsense, aka your mama's favorite dork, aka your dork for hire, aka.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
We do have a 2-song back-to-back that was like a little bit on the tip of the stream, essentially, man. No Diddy in any way. Let me see if I can. Damn, it's not even gonna let me go to the thing that I wanted to or whatnot. Why you gotta? Can I unplug and replug? Can I unplug and replug? Like, listen, dog, there's a lot of time for like people want to see the. All right, let me jump in here and activate it for real.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all eat pizza, so I make weird music. I got beats, so if you need them, PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in cause I stay clowning. You wanna stay down there.
So we got 2 beats right here from Yoda. Great production that he's able to do many of times. Yeah. Yep. I go live every day. It'll let a time what I'm thinking inside, but I go outside every day just to make sure that I don't know what the hell I'm about to do. Everybody wants free, but they pay freaking every single time. Freaking I don't even know what the hell I do. What did I just say? I don't know. All of the time when I'm gonna go do your whole place. I also know that your face is weird. Freaking I know that Jason wants to freaking go chase you freaking to somewhere either on Earth or outer space. Yeah, I saw the movie. I saw the thing and I knew that freaking was cool while I'm just chilling and drinking a smoothie. Something from Scowl. Like, listen, you just need some freaking Febreze. If like you in your house and smell something foul, I ain't freaking getting in more beefs than a cow. I don't even really know if like you resent my style, but I resent mine now. Freaking to you to see if you can freaking like it, man. It's music and it's cool because I do this and you gotta change it, you gotta take it. Man, I'm so ancient, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, man. I think you an agent. All of the people, they ain't never say shit about whatever you had. And at that times, I ain't never like did the bit of pad that flew up in the sky. Like, I can always see you every single day because you up in my eye. Like if Ant-Man was really small and just hopped on the nose, went into the eyeball, and now I'm looking at his whole body because it's small. And when it comes to this suit, you can see that little fool when he runs. Remember in that word movie? Stop it. I like this one. You already know who I'm gonna say. I already know who I'm gonna say. All of the games that I'm gonna play, like all of the things you had that I don't like that you made, I throw it away. All of the cars that you had that are so weak and don't even like know how to drive, you know I'ma throw it away. You know what, man? I can't decide. There's a lot of things that I can't just ride. There's a lot of bigger things that I don't know what the hell is happening. But you know what, man? Can this like I like this? Yeah. Gotta freestyle up off the top. Like, listen, you don't want someone to pop up, take it off your watch. You gotta make sure that, like, if you are a bug, you ain't art. Something that's often squashed and something I don't know if, like, man, I've lost the hard pass. Let me stop. He knows how to make those, like, something perfect for I'm still waiting for like Ludacris and Kendrick to make like a decent record together somehow, whatnot. And I always feel like, man, if they were to do something like, you know, crazy in that, again, you know, Kendrick will go crazy on something like that, but it's also Ludacris's sort of, you know, area in terms of something that's hype and yet dope. Potentially sampled, man. So that is where I would take it. Obviously, any other chopper flow, you know, artists would be able to get in there as well. Busta Rhymes would, you know, kind of sound dope on something like that. I think Nas could also, you know, kind of randomly hop on that and still do something nice with his, you know, overall flow and cadence and whatnot. And it's not like we've heard him forever doing stuff like that. Like Jadakiss, we haven't even heard like really get in there and rap fast. But, you know, I am curious on what he would potentially do to a, you know, faster paced beat or whatnot. Where's that Jadakiss and Tech 9 record? And I believe, like, I forgot who it was or whatnot. Like, I saw an interview either with Twista or Tech 9 where one of them did say they wanted a record with Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't seem like one of those artists that, you know, get in there with the speed. Like, we don't need that from certain artists, but to hear the right record from, you know, two artists, you know, popping in would be dope. That beat was about 2 minutes and 53 seconds, so there is definitely more that can be done to, you know, truly well, no, let me take that back. It depends on what you would do, you know, in other aspects of the beat, like, you know, dropping the drums, adding other instruments, and, you know, changing the tempo. You know, those things will always help you extend it a little bit more without getting people to just feel like something's more or less just a loop. Second one, both of these beats, I Bayota. Yo, this one feels crazy. This one feels crazy. You know I ain't lazy. You know what I know? I'm gonna say these things like, you know what? Fuck you, pay me. I know you won't play me, and that's why your chick calls me her baby. Hey, let me stop it. I always say, let me stop it. You make a good video game, I'm probably gonna go say, like, let me cop it. Go to the store like GameStop and I buy it, like, and if it's dope enough, it'll be cool, man. I'll try it and I may review it. When it comes to a subscription that you have, I probably renew it. Wait, where is this beat going? Like, if it has dope, then you know I'll be flowing, and it feels like something that would be kind of cold, but also I am snowed in now because it's cold, and freaking, you know what? I don't even know what the hell I must say to yo girl, but she's gonna say that, yo, man. It's kind of weird with this shit. Matter of fact, I'm over here and I spit. I also don't know what's in my ear, but I get it out, freaking, then I flick it out, freaking, into some freaking, I don't know. He said, yo, is he free for the profit? Yo, then you gotta let him know, cause you know that he wants to get him. Or he only gonna wait to rap to him whenever there's Armageddon. It's like I like the drums, and then I feel like everything's kind of random. Yeah, I like that more at the beginning than I do like in these parts of whatnot. I remember you saying this before. I don't really know if you've changed much, but this is a beat that definitely needed to be freaking changed up. I don't know if you wanted to freaking go to the bank at all to get you some change, but you know what? There's a lot of like people who don't know if they're gonna ever be real because they are fake fucks. I don't know the answer to anyone who don't know if you hold the hands up, but the hands up. Telling Coco to. How y'all feel about this? It feels weird. Listen. So out of the two, I probably like the first one, you know, better or whatnot, just because there are very little things that I want to change, you know, and there were just things that I wanted to add. With this one, it felt like it started off at a decent pace. I was like, okay. You know what I mean? Like it had, you know, and it seemed like it had a structure, you know, there. But as soon as all that left, it kind of like fell apart. It felt like a lot of placeholder items in there that didn't necessarily mesh together, you know, tonally, right? Every other beat that I've heard from you has been a little bit more, you know, on point. This one does seem a little bit ill structured. You guys can give your overall thoughts in the chat yourselves. And Yoda said, you know what I'm saying, tap in with me and I can send you something. Like, listen. Make sure that you do that. Make that happen. Let me go ahead and jump in. We got another skip right now. Give me a segundo. Where are you, Mr. Batin? I'm trying not to have to go to my thing.
Nonsense will always be rapping these verses. Everyone told me get back in the circus. Everyone out doesn't rap.
Everyone out doesn't rap with a purpose. That wasn't the one.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all eat pizza, so I make weird music. I got pizza if you need them. PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in cause I stay clowning. You wanna stay down then?
Like again, I'm just still trying to figure stuff out. Okay. Me appreciate you. As we continue in this skip line, we have RX with another 2. So let's see what he got. Little Black Submarines. Interesting, man. Hold on. I feel like you'd have an album with that. And let it flow with the other one.
Little Black Submarines, operator, please put me back on the line.
Operator.
So my girl, I'll be back. Operator, please. This is red in my mind.
I know this song.
And oh, can it be? Voices calling me. They get lost out of time.
Come on, come on.
I should have seen it glow, but everybody knows that a broken heart is blind. That a broken heart is blind. It could let you down when I wanna go to a place I can't hide. You know me, I had plans, but they just disappeared to the back of my mind. And oh, can it be? The voices calling me and they get lost and out of time. I should have seen it glow, but everybody knows that a broken heart is blind.
I feel like we're listening
That a
to.
broken heart is blind. trees. Operator, please call me back when it's time. Stolen friends and disease. Operator, please pass me back to my mind. And oh, can it be the voices calling me and they get lost and out of time. I should have seen it glow, but everybody knows that a broken heart is blind. That a
What up,
broken
Static
heart
Stars?
is blind. That a broken heart is blind.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a cover of a song we know and love, of course, and you didn't do a bad job, man. Again, as I always say with these covers, you know, we just want you guys to do a decent job within whatever you are doing, right? You guys can't do, you know, essentially a cover is like another way of doing, you know, a karaoke of a song. But why I love the real live music of someone actually getting in there with the guitar is because that takes it a step beyond karaoke. Karaoke, right? They provide you with the instrumental. It may have some vocals in there or whatnot, and again, it just feels like a hey, let's do this, you know, type shit. But with a cover from, you know, a different artist, I feel like you know, they're able to take it in a few different, you know, directions, right? And they may have a personal, it really depends on the artist, right? They could have a personal connection to the record in some way, which is why they're covering it, or they're just, you know, trying to make sure that they have enough, you know, of the popular, you know, kind of songs that they, you know, can do. Either way, it still takes a talent to sound, you know, decent when you're doing any of these records. And you love when there's you know, we had a comment in the chat that said he reminded him of Stained. And again, we've been saying that pretty much, you know, all night, right? With bands like that, or Red Hot Chili Peppers and Foo Fighters and different things like that. Like, we appreciate you know, new artists, or if you don't consider yourself new because you might have been, you know, doing music for, you know, quite a bit of time, right? But still being able to make it with a sound that is very 90s is, at least to me, still a talent. You guys are like, you have no idea how much leeway you have, right? I'm sure you've heard the many conversations of how, you know, hip hop is the only genre to kind of criticize artists when they get older, but also to criticize you know, the what was I gonna say within there, just everything that like when there's covers of other songs or whatnot, right? Like they feel like there's no originality there. But you guys can literally, right? You can remake an 80s song, a 70s song, 60s, 1920s, whatever. Take it to a new genre, and people will, you know, embrace it, you know, no matter how old the song is or whatnot. And again, it's good if you can take it to if it's one way and then you take it into like a punk rock or heavy metal, you know, kind of version of it, or if it is a heavy metal version but then you make an alternative, you know, version. All of those things you know, matter, and you know, we appreciate that or whatnot. That one from the artist that sent it is, you know, RX And then the next song, that one was RX with the Black Submarines, some record. And then this next one is Let It Flow. Both of these are by him. He's been sending, quite a few of these throughout the night. And, we appreciate him being able to get in there. Hit him up.
Damn, I got you down so bad. All I can think about is you. Can't get you out my mind. Cause you know I wanna be with you each and every moment of the day. But it's kinda hard, yeah, cause you know when we're so far away. But I can keep you going, I can keep you on high, I can keep you afloat, I can keep you on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. I'ma love you till the day I put my body back to the earth for you. I'ma give you my strength and courage for you. Girl, you made everything. I'ma make you my queen. Diamond rings, money, and a lavish life. You can have it all, yeah, just be my wife. Yeah, slow jams getting bored, right? In the moonlight, you can see the hills me moving. Bodies form shadows and shapes like, yeah, everybody looks the way. Feelings and emotions, got the tension so real. Baby, it's just the way you fucking look, oh yeah, your beauty just makes me feel so alive. I just wanna go. I feel like I'm living in a dream with you, girl. And tonight I'm gonna make this. Tonight's gonna be the best night you ever had. I treat you like you've never been treated before. I put your body to my lips, caress your hips and legs and lean. Oh, while we clothed, unclothed in the dark, I look you in my eyes, girl, while I'm making love to you. You can't tell me that this love ain't true. No, you know, yeah. And even though you know I got my things, I be trying so hard, and I be doing it. I know you be thinking I be staying out late, being tricking and treating on the streets, and I be doing that, but sometimes, baby, I'll just be in the booth, getting back. I'm trying to get it right, man. I'm trying to live my best life for you. I wanna make my life 100, baby, for you. Yeah.
All right, man. Big salute. So this one was a little bit different. This one was a little bit different, from you. And, I will say in terms of the mix, obviously that still, needed some work or whatnot, because the vocals were a tad bit, low. It didn't feel like something you needed the effects that you added, to it or whatnot, right? Especially like, again, when we're hearing you in real genres, right? When it comes to like rock, when it comes to country, when it comes to those genres, right? We love real instruments. We love just like that aspect of really hearing, your voice as natural as possible, because it is about, you know, the talent there and stuff. And when we hear you, you know, we can hear your ability to get in there and sing and maintain these songs, and then the covers that you will do. So within something like this, I don't think you need, you know, those effects to sort of like, you know, stand out and be good. In fact, again, your own voice is what will make it, you know, dope and unique. You just gotta have that right. You know, if anything, other effects other than what you were, you know, trying to add, but you know, almost there, just a little bit. You know, how do you guys feel? You know, it could also be a thing of the, you know, production being very different, more trap centric. Does still feel like something you'd get one of those more melodic artists, you know, on with you. You know, a little bit of a, you know, close to something that could be a little street record centric. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody got a little life under the sun. Let me stop. We have a skip and we have a skip from Staten Stars coming up in just a moment as well. I think we did both of the. But yeah, and then again, shout out to, listen, there are many legends of many aspects of rock and different genres, right? For like, man, if you go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like, you know, there are so many bands who essentially can, you know, make it in there and have had, you know, lots of dope records. And really always factoring in that most of the songs that artists come up with, they have to go out there, and especially with bands, you know, it's no question, they have to perform it live with a band, right? And bring everything, you know, together, you know what I'm saying, live, and just be as electric as they are on the record. With some of the other artists, there are just times here and there where they'll just go with the instrumental or show disc or whatever it is. And I always feel like, again, for even for those artists, it'll still take away from you know, the record or whatnot, because it feels more artificial that way. Anytime you bring in live elements, this is why Tiny Desk performances started getting more popular. And every time there's a new one, you gotta tap in, you can't look away. It just is infectious, because you're finally seeing real live performances, you know, very intimately, right? Meaning that we can actually hear every word that the artists are saying. There's no big crowds to compete with their yelling at all at the same time, and then, you know, just all the, even though you love that high energy, it still is depending on where the speaker that you're next to, and again, the sound system, and you know, there's too many factors. But when you have a Tiny Desk, man, I feel like it's just perfect for everyone. They get to see that performance, they get to have the live band aspect, something real, and you truly get to see the talent of the artist. No matter how we put our records together, people are and will always forever be impressed with you being able to perform your song, you know, as much as you can front to back, and having, you know, real people in it. If you have a sample with a person singing on the chorus in your record, getting a real singer to come through and you know, take part and hold of that live, right along to or with the pianist and drummers and different things like that. I'm saying.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold for my things to be just because.
New Fez Taylor, perhaps, man, with One More Time, and this is a music video, so we'll jump right into that as well. Allow me to freaking put this thing. I don't know what the hell to do. I don't even change.
Yo, check. Non-change with the face palm. Vince Vaughn's been in space lost with his face gone. Still a race cause and a faint yawn. It's a space ball. Stay chill or remain calm. Take pills every day. Nah, I don't take pills. I just smoke.
Everybody who counted me out. Still wish you niggas the best. I know you love them, they don't love you back. Shit like that. Keep all that fake love. I know you love them, they don't love you back. Money and all the problems that'll really come with that. Never realized I was hypnotized by the dollar signs, thinking that I gotta shine. Hollin' Ave, almost threw my life away till I hit the jail cell. I ain't really like to pray. Couple things that I like to say. I remember they was telling me put the mic away. I remember we cooking crack in the microwave. So much darkness, never thought I'd see the light of day. But we here now, I appear now. Crown still tilted, lifestyle never filtered. This is all me, this the raw me. No final cut, savages how they titled us. What's the difference between rich and poor? In the Gucci store got me feeling like it's the dollar store.
I need one more time. I need one more try. I need one more life.
Told me to never give up.
I need one more time. I need one more try. I need one more life.
Told me to never give up. From the corner store, my boy doing corporate law. We celebrating like AJ Brown when he caught the ball. My youngest stand tall. They gon' lower the price. Life's a gamble. Out in AC, rolling the dice. Shit. Paid off my 3 Series. Pulled up in our new shit. This is for them niggas who said that I never do shit. Big body, both lanes. Taking 2 parking spaces. I don't even gotta touch the wheel when I park the spaceship. Roll a L while the car driving itself. I'm just standing by the poolside, about to dive in this wealth. Know that I'm a cool guy till you play with my piece. Settle on my debts. I paid it off in a week. I had 50 bands stacked while I work on the plate. But then they treat you different when your credit score great. Got a date with success. I told her meet me at 8. Reservations say less. We all eating. We straight, nigga.
I need one more time. I need one more try. I need one more life.
Told me to never give up.
See, I like how he's in the chorus still.
I need one more try. I need one more life.
Told me to never give up.
I need one more time.
You need one more time and shit.
I need one more try. I need one more time.
What is happening with these effects? That's crazy. That was some crazy effects right there. Hold on, let me go ahead and hope
you know when your web design is almost portfolio worthy, but it needs
I do. All right. So what I appreciate about this is, you know, he is still very consistent, right? I've heard a lot of, you know, Fez Taylor over time, thanks to George, you know, getting into the show and really representing for, you know, the team of, you know, Staten Stars and many of them get out there and make music, man. We all appreciate you, right? And when it comes to Fez Taylor, again, he's been, you know, very hip hop always had, you know, a conviction and things to really, you know, talk about, you know, bars. He's definitely, you know what I'm saying, one of the many all-stars of the crew, and I appreciate that. This one does feel like a single, right? That one that would potentially be on the radio, that if he didn't have a video, that I would tell him to make a video freaking to or whatnot. So I'm glad that there is a video, because it feels, you know, very much like that. And I appreciate when any artist decides to have a chorus on a record. You guys know how you guys are sometimes, where you guys will quite literally just rap all the way freaking through, which is fine, I always say. However, right, sometimes just to remind people of what the song is potentially called, you know, or just if you're having that conversation with somebody, you know, in the barbershop, and they're asking you what's your favorite song from so and so or whatnot, and when you're trying to get people to know what it is, you know, unless they're a fan, it's harder to pull from the verses, you know, and shit, right? So you go from the chorus to, it's the one thing that you can get repeated on and throughout a record, with as many verses as you decide to add or whatnot, because it can play after and before every verse, right? And you can even throw it in an extra time, sort of like at the end, to give it more flair. People are always reminded, at least in that. And then again, the fans, when they are in tune, they remember every lyric that an artist, you know, will say, and they get in there and take that time, you know, to learn. You know, again, I remember the days of just when I was younger, like it was having to write it down, you know what I'm saying, write it down and actually practice it like you were the freaking artist and shit like that. And so, you know, big salute to the artists who, you know, do take that time to get in there and do the thing like that. Feels like he can't perform it, and it's like something that would be potentially in, you know, like he can go to Miami with that one, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully that makes sense to y'all. And he said, bring it back, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all eat pizza, so I make weird music. I got beats, so if you need them, PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in 'cause I stay clowning. You wanna stay down then?
All right, we got another 2-song back to back, believe it or not. Hold on. And give me one more. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Right now. Right now, man. Give your thoughts, your tribulations. Is that me or me? Sometimes I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I'm always looking over here seeing shit.
I can feel it in my eyes. See the way you look inside.
Appreciate you too, man.
Internally, all these
So this one could, as I think I remember hearing this one, you know, somewhere before, and I might have said, you know, something along the lines of wanting it to have, you know, a better overall freaking structure. You know what I'm saying? I do like elements of it, especially because of, you know, the production and things like that. Like, you know, when we think about a Metallica or a Rage Against the Machine or you know, Rob Zombie, or just like different bands that, you know, essentially play with certain types of, you know, guitars, you hear something like that. And I think there are other melodies that you know, one hears, and a certain structure, you know, to it. You know, I've always said, you don't want anything to feel, you know, like it's freestyled. And so if there's any inkling of it, you know, being that, you know, there's always a better structure to say exactly what you want to say, and even with, you know, some of the vocals or whatnot, right? There was that other aspect that you've already heard as well, in that, you know, I really don't think that you need, you know, auto-tune. I don't also feel like I've never felt comfortable with it used with rock or whatnot, because again, it's always been a genre of, like, you know, each person in there kind of like playing the instrument and bringing the record to life. That's the show. That's the overall talent. If you can all keep a, you know, a steady rhythm and, you know, kind of get up there and do your thing. And when it comes to drummers, like, you gotta understand the reason why I told every aspect of your things just being live, because I've heard some drum patterns that drummers have just been able to do on the whim that I've never heard a just standard like producer do. And so I know there are definitely, you know, elements that can be in there. I don't know whether or not you could use like a backup singer of any kind or something like that. You know, but you know, there are ways to make everything, you know, perfect. Yeah. And again, I want to remind you that, like, that last time, I think last stream, I think you had thought when we were having the AI conversation, you know, it was about you. It was 100% not at all, you know, about you. You know, you are a real artist. And in fact, like, again, sometimes just simply you guys being a real artist that we hear, you know, doing your thing on whatever given record, it also brings us into that AI conversation of just like me thanking you for being real, because when we hear AI, it feels, you know, artificial, like the, you know, like, again, there's no there's no soul or creativity in there. We want to see. I'd rather have any artist, any genre send a record where there are still flaws and they made a few mistakes that just simply need to be fixed than to hear a near perfect record from an AI that is, again, not a real artist.
Gotta get it, listen. This is the right version, right? It feels like it might be that. Is this the right version? Backup singer.
Bro, if you could find an Evanescence like singer to, like, you know, add a little bit of flair, you know, behind your thing, like, imagine that combination, you know what I'm saying, with you and again, some part of me feels like the same thing that happened with another record from you earlier is what we're hearing now, but
Then that's my take on it. My take on it. If it's your birthday, freaking I don't give a care, I put my cake on it. You can have a whole river and I would put my lake on it. I mean,
so I think, again, not being able to hear everything does affect how we perceive the record a little bit, right? You know, I'll say there was another version of another record that you had where it just felt like the vocals were like really low and it was like hard to hear. You know, between this one and the first version of that other one, this one did feel a little bit better, but it still had that same problem of the vocals, you know, being too low. And if people haven't heard the original song, it's literally going to be hard for them to, you know what that song was about. But this version would be perfect for like a trailer for like a very specific kind of like video game, or maybe an anime, or you know, something like that, right? You put this to some kind of, you know, steampunk noir freaking, you know, something like, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like, it has that essence and that feel. And, you know, if you want to be able to hear the dialogue of like the characters, you know, throughout the trailer, and, you know, just different things, you know, you don't have the artist like basically tremendously, you know, in your face as they're you know what I mean? It's a distraction, right? So you gotta lower some of those, but while still having, you know, the, you know, production being prominent. And you know, again, it works that way. But always remember, you as the artist are the star of the show, right? Unless otherwise, in those situations where people want to hear less artists, you know, are when I feel like certain things are you know, proper. Otherwise, it feels like it's an interlude, right? Where you're just something, your background music, something that is in the background and just, you know, kind of playing. But that's why I keep saying, man, for a video game trailer or something like that would be dope. And let me see. Cammy, what up, dog? Shall you proceed? But yeah, you know what's up, man. I'ma always remind you of what I remind you of when I hear something. Let me throw that in. Did you listen to the thing in the side of your mom and come on, man. Nah. Listen, she an industry artist now at this point, man. You know what I mean? And it is a little bit of a risk. It is. We trying to keep this stream and the video once it's saved so that we can come back to it for reference or whatnot. At least for you guys to be able to do it, right? Because I can go back in the stream itself and you know, kind of going in a different way. But you know, it really depends.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be, just because.
Isn't another. Hold on. What the frick did I do there? No, just son of a.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all eat pizza, so I make weird music. I got pizza if you need a PayPal me.
It's not a two song. It's a one song. It's a one song. I just had to get the thing back or whatnot. Did you send the one song though? Cause we got the two. I don't know if you sent the record yet. But send it. Send a freaking record. A lot of times I always get up on a dope beat like I'm finna freaking record. Send a freaking record, man. Send a freaking record, send the mother effing record, man. I'm waiting for the record. I'm looking in the chat. I'm looking in the email. Looking in the.
Don't talk to me like that.
Check out this beat.
As soon as it comes in, I believe.
me, I'm stiff. Yeah, that's why I'm leaving you stiff. Look where I came in, yeah. I feel like okay then, yeah. Okay then, yeah, okay then, yeah. Look who I came in, yeah. I feel like I came in, Bitch, I'm the one that matrix. I just bought baby some braces. I just gave baby a facelift. I just gave baby some basics. I'm training her up to be famous. She giving me head like she brainless. She know that I'm talking to status. She know that I can make it painless. She know that I'm out in the pavement. She know that I'm working the grave shit. She know that I'm flying a spaceship. She know I'm the head of the station.
And the beats that you be having.
Waiting to put in a placement. We pray to the block like amen. Only the block can save. Look who I came in, yeah. I feel like okay then, yeah. Okay then, yeah, okay then, yeah. Look who I came in,
I came in with just another big time where I wanna be evidence because say I don't even really know we get that whole big name and shit, name and shit, can't give shit.
It ain't better than this.
Freaking listen, man. Oh my goodness, 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 oh my goodness. All right, so you know, so far there's a consistency with the, you know, production, right? It seems like, you know, some emergency, you know, kind of crazy shit or whatnot. On that one, I was a little bit conflicted though, because it did feel like, you know, like the energy may need to ramp up, you know, at you know, times or whatnot. You still have a, like, I'm doing this shit, you know, in my sleep, like almost literally, where you're just like in the bed, kind of, you know, sleep rapping, and then someone's recording it. And there's part of me that wants to feel like now you're trying to make yourself the life of the party and shit like that, because the flows and everything like that are on point. It's just the energy that is a little bit low, in contrast with the hype that the actual production is. So if you could just do your thing. Night party.
Grow, go, get,
Rex.
Yeah, it's your boy Rex. Yeah. Man, I lay it down to any motherfucking beat. Mix it with some motherfucking new metal shit. Yeah, I'm straight from the street. Still slanging that bullshit, yeah. Still got the love. Still got the bitches, man. Still got the shit, man. Still got the money, still got the love. Yeah, speaking of steel, do I need to rack it back? I don't think so. Man, I think we had enough in this country already. Just trying to be peaceful. That's why me and Grow go gadget with you. On the east to the west. Yeah, we be trying to fucking come up with the motherfucking best. Grinding, you see. I think that's a motherfucking medicinal shit, yeah, that I gotta fucking put it out up on the street. All these motherfucking insults, killers. Ain't saying this shit, boy, it's made me goddamn. Made me wanna motherfucking go crazy, boy, yeah, we united. Being dumb in the war, seen all the motherfucking bullshit, seen all the scars, seen the motherfucking people losing life, seen the motherfucking mama losing fucking life, and the mom, and then watching the baby die. I don't wanna see that shit no more, man, fuck the news, turn that shit up, man, blow that shit, boo, yeah. Got that motherfucking blue dream, got that motherfucking secret you like, we got that motherfucking marijuana, what the hell you wanna do, man, no causing drama. Yeah, smoke that shit, yeah, you feel really good. Bro, go gadget, tell him I got that shit, yeah, man, this thing Afghan kush. I've been doing this shit since a little man. I've been on the street, man, you know I'm from South Carolina, so this shit was illegal for me, man. Only thing that was helping, only thing that was working, yeah, it was a chronic. THC, boy, yeah, I motherfucking live and shit, that shit be honest. Bro, go get him, boy, hit him where it hurts, you know how this shit works,
We've seen enough, it's time to live it up. You better buckle up, cause we lifting up, now folding up, no we hold
Okay, so these sections are a little off.
I'll throw that heat at y'all. No cattle calls. Shit, I'm down the road, but it ain't gonna with y'all. Yo, I like me now when I hit it just like pow. And give yourself a bow. You're feeling it now when the vocals meet. Then you feel the vibes complete. You best look at your own. Make your song and bring it all home.
Did you get a feature from Lil Wayne all of a sudden?
Fire shit when we making hits. You're gonna get with it. Sheesh, y'all know the growing RX show. Hard on the flow. We push them dough. We see you got dough.
Okay. You gotta understand, bro. You have to understand that by you doing two things at once, it is very distracting. We don't know what to pay attention to, you know what I'm saying? The singing on the left, or essentially, you know, what you're still rapping about on the right or whatnot. And I would be kind of annoyed if while I'm actually rapping my verse, my hype man decides to go rap his own thing on the side as if we ain't in the same building, in the same song.
Down the rabbit hole, Neo knows what the
Gotta
third
watch
eye
out.
shows. As a truth, let it glow. Upgrade your mind so y'all can know. Upgrade your mind. It is time. RX and Gadget got your rhymes. Hidden but you'll find how to free your mind. Hit that grass, unwind. Now you can't feel time.
Gotta get that timing on.
All these days in that brand new phase. Turn the page.
To the fade. Ay, RX, check it. I be on that with that bro, go gadget. Motherfucker, what y'all know about that? Yeah, we fucking starting good.
Here's the thing. So I really like the production with knowing what you can do, and a lot of the earlier records that we heard from you tonight. I do think that you can do a lot better. We've talked several times about when it comes to like anything where you're rapping more or less, I still feel like you should sit down and write it as opposed to freestyling, because every line will come out better. You can perfect there. Like, you're not gonna say love and love as what rhymes with what. People already get on artists who rhyme simple things that are still different words. So if you say the same word and it means the same exact thing, you know, people aren't gonna be impressed, you know, by that. Then at some point, not only did you start, you know, singing a little bit off beat, and I didn't know whether or not it was just like your vocals were moved over and purposely just like put off beat, or if you know, sung it like that, but like that didn't really work. And it didn't help that as that was going on, you know, again, the straight, you know, rapping part is still there, going in and you know, doing its thing. And you have these two things that you're basically, you know, conflicting with each other. If one of them is supposed to be the ad lib, then it can be there, but it has to be very low in the background with a certain like filter and, you know, effects over it that make it feel a little bit more you know, natural and so like that, man. But like, you know, again, and the rapping genre so far, right, I do feel like you're almost like forcing yourself to, you know, to try to enter that lane, you know, right now, right? Because your best stuff, I tend to think, is when you get in more of a natural like band mode, a lead singer of a band, and you know, like if you get akin to some of the things that you did the covers of, and take that take that skill and turn it into your own, you know, songwriting. You know, again, you'll know all the right melodies and cadences and stuff like that you should use on a record. When it comes to rap, it does take a little bit more work to impress people, you know, with the type of record that, you know, you're trying to make, right? Because a lot of listeners, we listen to the flow that you may have within how you're rapping, the syllables that are, you know, within there as well, and, you know, all that within how you sequence, you know, a rap. When we talk about some of the top, you know, they're up there because of their ability to not be simple, to really feel like they should put a class out of how to actually, you know, truly write, you know, the best, you know, raps or whatnot, right? Because, like, again, even Eminem, how he, you know, really puts things, you know, together. I've liked a lot of, you know, writers that are like, when you listen to what they put out just, you know, on their records, you still want to go and look up, you know, those lyrics and can imagine just like the dopeness. You analyze it, you know, in a whole different way as well. And again, I'm telling you, it has the freestyling the record situation has to stop. Don't just put on a beat and then let me just do like whatever comes to mind type shit. Like, sit down, think about each line, write it down, and just try to remember the cadence as you go. And like the way you don't just go, let me write a line and then write the next line and then write the next line and then and then you only are thinking about the next line. Like, you start over again, right, from the first line and go down, so that as you're practicing it, you can see how it's going to, you know, sound, and then learning to count the right bars, knowing what you should do for a chorus. Like, you just have to get into that full songwriting mode, and I think you'll eventually, you know, get there. You have an element that, you know, allows you to at least freaking try, and I appreciate your courage for wanting to get in there. And let me see, what he says, I'm hanging up rap and I'm going to keep it rock and folk metal and so like that. I wouldn't say hang it up. I would say just keep practicing. Keep practicing 100%, and eventually you'll figure out the right elements and ways to do it or whatnot. There are many games out there. Some games people are better at than others, but if you work at it, you will also be just as good as those that you used to, you know, be like, how do you even play this, right? You upgrade and elevate, you know, with it. But it's an aspect of like, you can't just kind of freestyle or do everything, you know, off top. You have to write things and really structure it in a, you know, proper way or whatnot. And again, I wish I could like sit there and help you individually with, you know, certain songs and sort of like train you in that way. If anything, I'll try to figure out something, right? I wouldn't mind putting together some kind of artist development, you know, program or you know, videos that one could tap into to again learn new techniques on, you know, how to write and come up with a records, how to get over a writer's block and you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I appreciate you. So I'm gonna send you a few of my original, you know, guitar wise, and you let me know if I should hang it up and stuff like that. Yeah, no doubt. I don't think I'm gonna tell you to hang that up at all. I am never gonna tell y'all to hang it. And listen, you will never find that from me. I'm never gonna tell any artists to hang it up. I want y'all to want to get better. That's it. I want you to, if there's anything you're not necessarily as good at, to just practice in it, to love what you do, and think about those different, techniques that can, help you potentially make some of the best, records that inspire others to want to do the same. There will be many people who, hate on one record or another, depending on, how an artist is, really attacking it. But, you always can make something better, and think about competition of you competing with some of your favorite artists. At the end of the day, anything that you make, right? You want to impress any artist that you look up to. You want them to come across your stuff and, appreciate, what you do. And I believe that you and, damn near everybody else can get there. Whatnot. You just gotta have that confidence. Don't give up. I will tell you that there was an artist who sent to the show. Often they would get Dorky Don't Play That. So they would also be, sending that free line. And it was like every song, because like when they were singing melodically on the records, it didn't feel like the tone was going to the beat that they were, doing it to ever. And it just felt like they were just kind of singing random tones. And eventually they listened and really tried to make it a structure, song wise. The melodies, matched more up. They felt like he knew where he was going with the vocals. And right before all of that, he basically, was saying like he was gonna quit. And, I encouraged them to like, no, do not quit. Just literally figure it out. You have all the time in the world to get the right beats and, really sit down and think of where you should truly, go into a record and, make it dope. But I appreciate what I'm saying, that let me see what we should do. Let me see what we should do. You know what I'm saying? Are you talking about via email and stuff like that, business wise? Are you talking about email business wise? Let me spin the wheel for you right quick as well, man. All right, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you not able to type in the chat? Let me see if I accidentally might I was like, why am I talking like only via emails and stuff? And then I didn't think about it. You get an offline skip. No, it doesn't look like you're blocked there. Seems cool so far. You get an offline skip. Hold on. I'm gonna do a second one. So you get to choose between one of the two. It's either an offline skip that you can use online as well, like during the live type shit, or when I'm off air. I think it's either gonna be $10 off or 3 VIP skips. It's still going, but it's gonna stop, and $10 off. So essentially, one of two of the same thing, just depends on where you want to use it essentially. But this gives you $10 off a, you know, skip, or just makes a free skip out of itself. You know, just put that down. What else was I going to say? I mean, so I'm trying to figure out like how much that I could do, right? In terms of artist development, right? Like I feel like one of the best things that you guys essentially, is that Yada? You sent a skip as well. One of the best things that you could do is, you know, make a song come to the show. I give you as much, you know, of what I hear that, you know, potentially needs, you know, changes. You make those changes, you know, take those notes, make those changes, come back, and, you know what I'm saying, like that's probably the best way to do it, you know what I'm saying, in my head, you know, right now, like as you know, you're getting that. Plus often, you know, certain times you'll get that feedback from you know, the shot as well of what they could, but right, I can tell you what I did was study like Wu-Tang and different artists, how different rappers, structures of how they rap, styles, like you have to, in the same way where you can do a cover to a rock song, you know, perfectly, essentially, from what I heard, you know, you got to be able to go in there and do the same thing with a lot of, you know, rap songs, right? And be confident in, like, if you mix you doing a cover of a rap song with you doing maybe what Weird Al Yankovic does, where he sort of takes, you know, he raps completely different words, right? But he keeps the cadence of what the original artist had in mind, and just tries to make it like, if I was making it a little bit more silly, this is what I would do, right? But then you still have the cadence that's in there, so it still makes it feel like he knows, you know, what he's doing. Then eventually you taking the structure of, you know, what you're really, you know, feeling and seeing in front of you in that way, and again, making it yours, right? You don't really want to copy other artists, but you do want to just get the basics down in terms of, you know, structure and how things should be said on something. You know, I'm curious on how you write as well, because I've had to teach artists how to structure that. They'd have everything written down and it would look, you know what I'm saying, fine, but they would write it as just one long drawn out sentence, and not like, you know, here's where this word lands on the beat here, and then da 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 da. And I'm like, bro, you gotta write in the pattern so it goes in there. Hold on, let me put this in officially. We got a Nada skip, different artists.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be, just because I love
This is Yada Zach with Clarity. This is Yada Zach with Clarity. I'm about to sing and make all y'all fools stare at me, yeah.
Yeah. What is up? Girl, what is on your mind for the drama? Know the silence between us and humble. Probably thinking my feelings been numbing, but I just been thumbing through dope for cash. Baby, don't be thinking I'm the one to play them childish games, I confront you. Know that you used to hate it and I ain't a father, but I get up on it ass. Baby, we grown, we ain't gotta play them childish ass little games, tell your friends go on. Y'all be long, give a damn by the brand, but when I come around, you can smell my cologne. On your mind most of the time when the sun in the sky, you don't show it too much, girl, I know that you shy. Yeah, but it all go away soon as God hit the switch and the moon show your pride. Can I jail in the kid back when I know the strategies? When I show a love, baby girl, I ain't natty. I do this for real, so I feel fucking cash. And lights, cameras, more just do it for action. I'm tapped in with trust, I ain't chasing reactions. When it's time to cook, I'ma grab the molasses. Low burn real taste, I ain't serving no plastic. Be my best contestant if the rest ain't matching. What is up? Girl, what is on your mind for the drama? Know the silence between us and humble. Probably thinking my feelings been numbing, but I just been thumbing through dope for cash. Baby, don't be thinking I'm the one to play them childish games, I confront you. Know that you used to hate it and I ain't a father, but I get up on it. What is up? Girl, what is on your mind for the drama? Know the silence between us and humble. Probably thinking my feelings been numbing, but I just been thumbing through dope for cash. Baby, don't be thinking I'm the one to play them childish games, I confront you. Know that you used to hate it and I ain't a father, but I get up on that ass.
Like the flow. And let it down when people walk up and they're like, I like your hoe. I like the whole figure thing. Matter of fact, you know what, man? You know, we pop up figuring that you get a figure whole review from me because you know what? You like the show. And then I want to go back and shit. Come on, man. Listen, big salute. What you guys think about that? Oh, my lord. So, I like the energy that you, of course, have. You know your lane. Yeah, you know, it's very, you know, in between that Migos, Future, you know what I'm saying, and a few more, you know what I'm saying, within that, right? It's a little bit short in terms of 2 minutes and 15 seconds. I always want you guys to go a little bit longer if you can, right? To truly spend time with the listener. Remember the aspect that in most cases, if you only get one chance and you get one song, why would anybody want to only have a little bit of you? So the true skill, right? The true way to impress someone is by really making as much of you can of a full song, and still being able to switch it up, you know, throughout. But I like that you have the ability to go into those higher tones. We didn't get too much variation when it comes to, you know, the melodies, but you know, the energy still allows people to, you know, wake up essentially when they are you know, listening to it. I also like the fact that it was what felt like 90s, you know, R&B kind of, you know, sample or whatnot. So you made it a little bit, you know, different. There may be an element of mix work that still needs to be done in terms of trying to make it a little bit more professionally, you know, polished and, you know, out there. But yeah, there's a vibe in here. What else did I hear?
Know the silence between us and humble. It's in reactions when it's time to cook, I'ma grab the molasses. Low burn real taste, I ain't serving no plastic. My best contestant if the rest ain't.
So, and this is not just you. So this is the thing with the era that we're in right now. There is at times it feels like there are almost way too many artists who still, you know, tend to punch in every few lines or so. And again, I always want you to know that, you know, never let us hear you guys punching in. As much as you can, really try to rap your song from beginning to end if you can, or at least in the verses. You know, being and sounding prepared is, you know, the best way to win people over in any of those conversations where You know, they're gonna dock you for, you know, if anything sounds like it's too freestyle, if it sounds like, you know, you don't know it and you're just puzzle piecing it together as it goes. You know, if there are too many like AI elements and all that, like if there's less work involved where it felt like you definitely felt the record in a certain way, people start to you know, lower their sort of like mental score and idea of you guys. And so when you're coming up with the song at first, it is completely okay for a lot of you guys to, you know, punch in, as I look at that as the same thing as what we do when we're writing our song down. We're just trying to remember, you know, how something, you know, goes, how the pattern of how we're writing it is. But then when we're ready to record, we literally will have a feel for what we're supposed to do on the record, everywhere that we're supposed to go. There's no need for a punch in unless there are parts where we're just gonna run out of breath. But even then, if you're writing it and you know that's gonna happen, then you rewrite certain parts so that way you have that breath control and can go all the way, you know, through it, whatnot. Does this feel like a record from you guys that needs a feature, potentially, you know, different genre, artists, anything like that, male, female, something like that? Let us know. But our exclusive, you know what I'm saying, he's on that at work, but we back, you know what I'm saying, rocking yard, you know what it is, Reaganomics, what up, dog? And I think we had OD the Street Guard also sent a skip one song, so we gonna throw you in the cuss. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 5.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be, just because.
I don't think you sent the track yet. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me make yo a lot of time freaking I'm a pop up on the freaking thing with a fake flow. Yeah, I don't think hold on, let me go in. Oh, never mind, I found it. I found it with my right knee. Let me go ahead and add this to the cusp. Let me add this to. Hey, I'm gonna burn like some hot ones in your eyes. Y'all think I'm playing this shit?
Yo, 9 cents and Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. You when I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries.
The Street Guard with Trigger Talk Riptide Remix featuring OD. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. As soon as it lets me go. Let's see how they flip that. All right. Jay-Z in the building, like, listen, dog, you know that Jay-Z would have killed it sometimes, freaking, I know that I'm crazy with a skillet, like, listen, I don't know if, like, they be freaking, I don't know how the hell that...
leave you wetter than a riptide, like the hopers we smash on them when we ride. Boss status don't make me call the mafia, too silent, but the guns will still talk to you. NBC will leave you wetter than a riptide, like the hopers we smash on them when we ride.
Hulk smash!
Don't make me call the mafia, too silent, but the guns will still talk to you.
This is the making of Macbeth Mafia. Flash the Glock, get the guap straight, lock this club. My team's some bittersweet. We known to catch some wreck, we'll stretch you out with white rock and golden sand intersect. Home of the Northeast, home of the get your man, home of the split you cantaloupe it like a ceiling fan, never hesitate. Make your soul levitate, jam niggas constipation, no defecate. My crew some get it, until you fit it, you'll meet the corner or a doctor's visit. I am no laugh, no joke. From long range, I pull your molars with my cytoscope, and I done move the squares, protected by some laser beams. We done it all. I got a hella team with no helicopter, no helipad, no hella sponsor. My team some Gila monsters.
Let me see you leave you wetter than a riptide. Like the hookers we smash on them when we ride. Ball status don't make me call the mafia. Too silent, but the guns will still talk to you. Let me see you leave you wetter than a riptide. Like the hookers we smash on them when we ride. Ball status don't make me call the mafia. Too silent, but the guns will still talk to you.
This is OD, the streets guard going real hard. From the streets of Macbeth, we set in the vanguard. Roll deep with the squad, shadows move in the dark. Like the fuse, spark the flame, leave them scorched like a moth. I'm the boss in these streets, former soldier at heart. Trained in trenches, war ready, I've been battle scarred. Every move calculated like a general's art. Run the block like a fortress, tear your castle apart. We the kings of the grind, crown heavy, no slip. Got the game in a choke, iron grip, let it rip. Silent moves, but the hustle scream louder than most. Turn your dreams to a ghost, now you toast coast to coast. Ain't no peace in these streets, just the code that we live. Every bar that I spit, like a blade, make you give. From the turf to the trap, we don't
things are starting to feel like AI a little bit.
This the start, not the end. I'm a vet in this war, camouflage in my veins. Discipline from the barracks, now I'm running the game. Every order I give, my whole team fall in line like a drill. Sergeant's call, we on time, never behind. Got the heart of a lion, but my mind cold as steel. Make one call, bring the thunder, make the whole block feel. From the corners to the penthouse, I control the terrain. Former soldier, now a kingpin, let it rain, bring the pain. No retreat, no surrender, that's the creed I uphold. Built this empire.
I gotta change that throughout.
Every foe that's approached laid to rest in the dirt. Macbeth's my domain, cross me, feel the hurt. We don't talk, we just move, let the silence speak loud. Boss status, soldier soul.
He's gonna explode by the end.
Frontline to the throne, I've been forged in the fire. Macbeth mafia's ready, take it higher, never tire.
I just imagine.
Like the Hulk, we smash on them when we ride.
The young Hulk.
Don't make me call the mafia. The tools silent, but the guns will still talk.
Wow. So that was epic, right? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate how that specific sample was flipped because, you know, we've all heard, you know, many different, you know, samples from different producers that were sort of like taken in different directions. Most producers will just do the standard and, you know, just slightly change up, you know, the drums. That's it. I like when the sample is changed or there's a different portion of, you know, the sample used, things like that. It elevates and helps the record continue to move forward and be a little bit longer without overstaying its welcome, right? And then you could of course see as that that last verse, you know, was starting to you know, progress, right? The energy started, you know, lifting up or whatnot. And that is something that not a lot of artists think about. There are just some that feel like being repetitive for whatever reason is the way to go. Like, let me just do one thing the whole time, one energy, one flow, one whatever. And like what it really is in those occasions is you guys only really tapping in to that 10% of your brain, that one idea that comes to mind that is, you know, potentially a good idea, but then you stop there and you remain to, you know, continue to do the same, you know, thing. But what should always happen is like really thinking about, how can I elevate this record? If anybody comes in at any point of the song, each line has to have its own identity, if you will, to really just reflect a lot of what you're trying to say. And if you're singing melodically, that is especially true, like for the melodies and things like that. You know, think about any song that you guys know every word to, and most of them are going to be ones where there's variation in that record and not just, you know, something repetitive. It's a little bit harder, ironically, to remember the repetitive ones because it feels like you're just kind of saying the same thing over and over again in those. In this, there was, you know, conviction and you know, I think everything you would want from a record that, you know, could be big. I could imagine a music video to it. There were elements within like the vocal mix potentially or something like that did make it feel like there were elements of AI in there, man. You know what I'm saying? We always want to you know, just let you know when certain things are borderline, you know, just in that sort of area, in case you want to try to, you know, make any, you know, improvements if it's not one of those things. But overall, man, you know, I appreciate the work done. Straight freaking lyrics, straight hip hop, man. Hold on, where that button at right there?
The son of Frankenstein, these niggas be taking lines. I created a monster, wolves ready to take your lives. Frightening, was like this till indictments came. I'm just writing this pain, used to write on the train. No bars, just tag names. No disrespect, then the mag aim. 100 yards, that's the mag range. Black range, tattoos, rap from where my man slain. Brand new chain from Willie Rocks, it's a damn shame. And you niggas is fucking our rap.
Brand new chain, fool. Stuff.
Let's see how many walnuts are in a cheeseburger.
3. Nah, that's not correct, my bro. What do you say? You said feel like a female vocal should be in more or whatnot, man. Like that would be
A nice addition as well. That would be a nice addition as well. 100%. Let him know what's up.
What does bass have? Slack attack instrumental.
This is the slack attack instrumental. Please don't slack or attack or we will kill you.
No, please. I'm a member there. This feels like a Spider-Man animated cartoon evil villain talking about his plan.
Talking about the plan like listen dog every day, talking about your hand and how you freaking wanna hand it. And matter of fact, you don't know if like you ever wanna be past being abandoned. And people always be telling me freaking like there's no way to like get her off the planet, cause I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I'm always liking some shit. No,
Too much. It was that one, right? It was the one that took like forever to get to the drums. We were like,
but still waiting. A lot of times like people are still hating and people are still patient.
They don't know what to do, but they won't say shit. Know that I won't. 1, 2, 3, 4.
knew it. I 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 knew it. Your mama. Your mama. Your mama. Feels a little bit better than the first time I remember listening to it for some reason. Think about a chase scene, or again, simply. So it would be the whatever kind of, you know, bad guy explaining his plan, his evil plan, right? And then the montage of the good guys going to look for him and, you know, fighting other people or something. And also in that montage, again, basically you have a split screen of, again, what the bad guys are doing and what the good guys are doing. And again, they're both making progress, but that's what you freaking hear. A lot of times I don't even want to say anything, but freaking is a lot of like people freaking who freaking weird. I don't even know if I like would have need a freaking shit. Alright, if you're in the building right now, hashtag Dork Squad in the chat. Hashtag Dork Squad in the chat. Hashtag Dork Squad in the... Yeah, hashtag Dork Squad in the chat. But I think I'll share what I wanted to say about that one right there. If there were any changes to it, man, I think it was for, you know, the better. Outside of, again, I think the same thing that we've been saying in terms of it taking a little bit, you know, longer to get to the drums, you know, coming in. That may affect certain people. But if you have certain visuals that play along, you know, I think certain people won't mind, because they'll get that there's, you know, a little something there. And, you know, it could be the beginning of a race, right? And then like once the drums come in, like that's when the cars, you know, all go, right? So think of it like a rat race kind of meets Wacky Races meets Speed Racer, some anime shit, you know what I'm saying? It's something like that, right? Where you put that to something anime. As a matter of fact, I just changed my whole freaking tune mentally right now. You know, at first it was like real movie, some live action thing, but now I'm thinking, nah, if you put that to some anime, like I think it has even more chance of being respected and appreciated in the right way. But it should be something a little bit like that, right? Like a new Speed Racer kind of, you know, thing or whatnot. And then like as they go, right, you sort of like bring that part where the drums come in. But before that, it's like, again, all that intro, right? That is just it by itself, right? This is enough time for you to get a good look at each racer, their cars, you know, have sort of the close-ups and the good shots of stuff like that. Everybody basically revving up their engines, trying to get things started,
You know what I mean? And that happens for what? Like a minute, 25 seconds, and then that's when you see the race that everybody's oh shit! Watch out! You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's up, man. We in here. Regularly, salute to the Dork Squad. Put in the work for those skips. You put in the work for those skips. And said you should probably read the lyrics, though. Lyrics to a song? What are we talking about? Oh, the lyrics and how much? Lyrics the freak wiser. It feels like it's mostly beat than like anything or whatnot. Like how you'd have to have some kind of like visual with these that just like flash on the screen and stuff like that. Yeah, he says rather political and stuff. Listen, I mean, if you want it to be literal, then that's completely up to, you know, you. But when you think about the aesthetic or the sound of, you know, just like the music, let's just say it's just like it's just the beat, right, that you sort of sync license for the situation, right? Again, it still has some resonance there. And then for this actual, you know, other meaning, again, you can still have like a sort of literally somebody else could even make the video where, again, they have the visuals that sort of match up to that in the more literal form or whatnot, or vice versa, right? You could make the one that is more pertaining to the lyrics, and then another, you know, fan can sort of, you know, find that Speed Racer episode and just do the edits, man. Like, that's all that matters, is that somebody does something that does, you know, allow your record to be a little bit more confined and spaced out. All right, man, we are gonna head the freak out because we will be coming in tomorrow, but Rex Exclusive, you still in here? 10 Crimes, you still in here? If again, hashtag Dork Squad, I will do a spin for y'all's, but y'all got 20 seconds on the clock. Dun, 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 dun. Where's it at? You guys getting extra time? Dun, 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 dun. No, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, hashtag Dork Squad in the chat. We got agency. Hey! Agency, 10 Crimes, and Rex Exclusive. All right, let's go ahead and we just gonna go in that order. Usually I shuffle the names and stuff like that, but man, I'm tired. So agency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going with I messed that up. Let me do that again. I'm going with what. Hold on. I'm going with what how many letters you guys have in your name. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just me shuffling the wheel. Whatever this lands on, you get 2 of, because we made it to 200. Anthony J, a little late, but I'll allow it. Pay it forward skip. So you get 2 pay it forward skips. 2 pay it forward skips, agency, essentially. For those who don't know what a pay it forward skip is, it's basically like putting in a 2-song back-to-back skip, but giving somebody else in the chat that other half of it. You know what I'm saying? So you get your song played quick, and then they also, whoever your choice pick of someone in the building at the time of you using those, you know, but it has to be someone who is in the building. It can't just be you sending you and your homie and then they're not even there and shit like that. Like, it wouldn't make sense. Whole point is to, you know, encourage camaraderie and stuff. So you get 2 of those in your pocket. Enjoy. The next name was hold on, let me go back in. Yo, let me throw back in. Like, matter of fact, you know what? You could sing, but like no rapping and up. I want to be able to say freaking up. I want to. Let me see. You said I might re-record it and or do a skip inside that, man. Well, yo, there you go. What was, again, that was agency and Rexclusive. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. Exclusive. This pen is for you. Whatever it lands on, then you get of 2. Whatever it lands on. Some kind of, that was weird and lame. Shout out to Yoda though. Yo, shout out to yo. It's gonna be 2 instant skips or 2 $2 skip coupons, which is still cool and ironic. 2 $2 skip coupons that just simply makes any one skip cheaper, right? As you guys know, the skip prices are as follows.
Nonsense, insert mic, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my.
There was a time where I would at 202, 222. I think it was just 202 and 220. At 202 and or 222, I would make skips $2, you know, for 2 minutes or whatever. And then eventually I took that feature out and just put them on the wheel or whatnot. So you guys can still win them on there. And again, it would make it tremendously cheaper if you're trying to, you know, skip on a day that we, you know, have quite a few submissions and all that good stuff. So keep those in your pocket. Screenshot things if you need to keep your reminder, and then send me an email. Always, when you guys are trying to put in these skips as well, you want to hashtag the type of skip you are using in the subject line of the email that you are sending, so I know exactly what it is. Okie dokie. 10 Crimes, I believe you are next with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Might have been 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it was 8. Let me do that again. Ah, mother effer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there we go. Alright. Come on. Come on, Mr. Vondorovich. Mr. Vondorovich. I think you might get the same thing. Ayo. $2 skip coupons as well. $2 skip coupons as well. Tremendously cheaper. Tremendously cheaper. Last but not least, Anthony. Do we gotta do the full thing? Let me see. ANTHONYJWAEE. Okay. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. No doubt. Listen, what would you do if you were up in the murder movie plot staffs, but there wasn't even no shout? Will it be a That Dorky Thunder skip? Which technically, yes, it will. Okay, so this is your choice. If you've been to Thunderground Radio. With Arsenal the Beat Chef, you know, he'll go live from time to time or whatnot. These skips work both on my show and his show, like one skip on mine, one skip on his. But if you do not frequent Thunderground Radio, if you decide to basically want to use it as a 2-song skip on my show, you can. And again, if you choose to do that, that will also be doubled, so essentially you can get two 2-song back-to-back skips instead of the 2, you know, whatever, you know, like, you know what it is, man. But there you have it. Enjoy, take a screenshot, or again, just decide that you want the 2-song skips or whatnot. It would be like sending one of these.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all eat pizza, so I make weird music.
Or you could lump them together.
Am I up in an alternate dimension where I hopped inside a comic from a Comic-Con convention? No matter how I try to talk, my kids will never listen. So every morning you go find them running through the kitchen or hopping on the dishes. See what I really go through is just none of your business.
See all about the witness of when your mama like mama. Anyways, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Get some rest. Get some freaking rest. Chill, relax. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. We will continue. Yes, tomorrow or whatnot. So get your new songs, you know what I'm saying, ready, get prepared, and we shall, you know, come through and stuff like that. Hope you guys have, you know, a great weekend as well. If you can tap in, man, you know what I'm saying, it would also be dope. But appreciate y'all. Follow us on all platforms. We're going to start to have more of these skipping clips and things like that coming through over the course of the next few episodes and so on and so forth. So we shall see that, man. Peace.
Paging Dr. Mario. Paging Dr. Mario.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so